Okay, so yeah. So let me start again. So as I've said, today I want to talk more on water, and because it has become very difficult for us as a country to really manage the various water resources that we have. Remember, different water for different application, and spring water comes as one of the most important water that we should have in our system. Now, spring water is a natural water that is a natural underground water that comes to the surface. Look at it this way: with the various precipitation of water, whether it is snow, rain, whatever, it goes through the soil, and when it hits an impermeable rock, it builds up certain kind of pressure, and the water begins to come to the surface. In Ghana, we have seen water come through to the surface. We've seen some coming through rocks, but we don't have anybody commercializing this water for the population. That's because nobody really cares about water. We have different sources of water from the rain. We have borehole, rivers and streams, the sea, from wells, you just name it. We have all this water, and lately we've been hearing about climate change. We've also have been hearing about the water table is very low, so especially those who dig well and borehole, they need to go down, and sometimes they go down and they go hit rock. And then they say, oh, there's no water here. I remember the person who is digging the water for you cannot be hitting rock and expect you to. I mean, naturally they ask you to pay. When you pay and they keep hitting rock, they tell you, oh, they are gone, then your money is gone. But you see, spring water is a natural water that comes to the surface. It is well fitted because they hit different layers of soil. They come to the surface very cold, so at a constant temperature between 10 to 12 degrees, so almost look like refrigerated water. But spring, we've not seen anybody who has commercialized this kind of water in Ghana for the population. You see, spring water has its own kind of benefit. Number one, it has several kinds of minerals that are found in it. And I just put a few of them. It has several minerals that are found in it. It has calcium, which are good for bones and teeth hardening. It has magnesium, which is also good to relax the muscles, the nerves, functions, and kind of give some kind of laxative effect. We have potassium, which is also good for nerve signal. We have sodium. We have bicarbonate. We have bicarbonate inside, so which is also good to give it the alkaline taste that you want. We have silica. Silica is also coming from the volcanic. It's good for hair, skin, nails, health. You understand? We have iron in it, and it is also, you know what iron does. I mean, it gives you blood and all those things. Yeah, it has sulfur also, and so it has some kind of medicinal kind of effect, you know. And then and all this kind of mineral and more are in the spring water. What I'm saying is that there are different kinds of people that require different kinds. There are some people who cannot drink pipe water. And there are people who are even scared of pipe water, especially in the US. I've seen many of my friends from the US who are scared of drinking pipe water because they don't even trust the pipe water from their own country, let alone trust pipe water that come from Ghana. You get what I'm trying to say? So anything water coming from pipe, they won't drink. they say they want mineral water because to them mineral water also could come from borehole or from springs. I'm not saying that mineral water cannot be contaminated or is automatically safe. You understand? If you don't protect the area of where the source, the water is coming from, yes, it could be contaminated. And if you also don't protect it, we could have people whose activity around it can contaminate the spring water. You see, in Ghana, if you buy certain bottle of water, you see that they've written some kind of info around it like this. You see something like this. Sorry, this is cool. I'm just demonstrating. You see, they will write something and they kind of measure the kind of mineral content that are found inside the water. And people love to drink water. There are others, I think, who enjoy more rainwater. So when the rainwater they harvest it, they store it in pots. And especially those of us who were born several decades ago, you see that we didn't have fridge in those period. But we have this huge pot in front of the house, and all the rainwater get collected inside, even with the the filth from the roofing sheet, and it settles down inside the pot. And maybe after some few days, you go and fetch it. It's very cold and it tastes so good. So people have their own kinds of preference, they want for their water. I am not promoting spring water because I'm saying it's going to treat any medical condition. No, that's not what I'm saying. But I'm just like water. Every water hydrates the body. Every water makes the body hydrated. So it keeps you off the risk zone of you falling apart. And that's why they ask you to drink more water. And people are also scared of chlorine water. And chlorine water, I'm talking about pipe-borne water this time around. And people are so scared of drinking chlorine water. There's all kinds of theory about chlorine. People are very sensitive to chlorine kind of water. Well, I am here too. But people have that problem. So, different people, different kinds of water. That's what I'm trying to say. Different people, different kinds of water. But in Ghana, we have all these things here and we are abusing them. For instance, when I was in Nigeria, we have a place that we were in Plateau State, Jos Plateau State. We used to visit a place called Yankari Game Reserve in Bauchi State. And the Yankari Game Reserve has this spring water coming from the ground. When I was there, I didn't see anybody commercializing it. Probably that time, it was still several years back, almost 50 years back. We didn't have anybody. So what we do is that we go there and swim in it. And that's all. And then it has this whole place whereby they put small boats on it, and we just paddle the boats on the water, and then we are done. That's what I saw we were using that water for. But this water can do more economically. It can create more opportunity for people. And in a country whereby we are now consuming more of this, mineral water, this kind of people need to benefit from this mineral water. If not, are we going to destroy the mineral water, the spring water we have in Ghana, so that we can import mineral water, spring water from other countries? It doesn't make sense. because the activities of Galamsey and all the other is creating a problem. There are people who are health sensitive to certain things, and they need this kind of water. And as I've said, they say water is life. And we are just abusing everything. People no longer care what they do in the environment, how they do it in the environment. All they want is that they just want to just abuse everything that they see come their way. It doesn't make sense. Remember, I've told you, your spring water contains calcium and mineral, and calcium and mineral are good for bone formation, nerve. They also help in your regulation of your blood pressure. Yeah, so they have a way, calcium, magnesium have a way of, doing that. Then we have the silica also, which is also good for your hair. So even from the water we drink, we get certain kind of mineral benefit that our body needs. So that is water for you. And again, as I've said, we are not having a lot of people come all the way into the country. They want to have access to our spring water. And if you go to the shops these days, you find a lot of spring water from different countries being sold on our shelf. For us, the spring water we have here, which come from the ground, underground, or come from the rocks, we are just abusing them. We've seen usually where places you have these big mountains, mountainous area, you find water. Some places we see the waterfalls. Apart from tourists going there to swim and do all that, we've not really see any other thing being used. We use that particular asset for, and I think it would be good if Ghanaians can have a better look at how we treat water, because all this kind of education, we need to really educate ourselves about all these kinds of opportunity we have. Because people like athletes need more of this spring water because they need magnesium, potassium to help fight cramps, electrolytes. I'm not saying that every spring water some spring water need to be treated because there are some things inside. But naturally it is not supposed to be treated. It's not supposed to be charged. The way you get it is the same way you bottle it. But unfortunately, our activity has made it that some spring water need to be treated and even tested and so on and so forth. Then we also have people who are low on mineral. So we have people who are low on mineral and they need this spring water too. And they need to drink it because if their diet, the diet they eat is low in mineral, it means that they need to get this spring water to drink so that they can become once again okay, you understand. And there are also those who also are stomach sensitive. I already have described that different people prefer different kinds of water. Different people like it. When I was growing, I used to like well water and rainwater. All of a sudden, I don't even know how I stopped drinking well water and rainwater. Because the rainwater already I've given you how it can be. You see inside that big pot, the pot is even outside under the sun. But anytime you go to touch that water, it is still very cold. The same way it is for the spring. Because it is also coming from the underground, it has this constant temperature between 10 to 12 degrees. Depending on the weather, the temperature of the water is still the same. And I think we need to really help ourselves to really help the various kind of people who depend. It's not everybody who will drink pipe water. It's not everybody who even drink well water. Not everybody who will drink well spring water, sorry, borehole water, whatever, rain water, sea water, or pipe water, whatever. Not everybody. Special people prefer their own kind of water. Let's give them the opportunity to also live. Thank you.